Good morning, guys. How are we doing today? I hope we're doing all right. Welcome back to another reading on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscope. Today we are going to be doing a dragon reading this morning, and we're going to be doing a snake reading this afternoon. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and let's get ready to rumble. Something I haven't said for years, and it's just taking me aback a little bit in a nostalgic way. Let's get ready to rumble. Anyway, this will be the last dragon reading that we do for the year of the rabbit right now, because next Wednesday, will officially be in the year of the dragon. So let's see what this last week of the rabbit has for those dragon personalities. If you haven't already, as I say, please hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. It is very greatly appreciated. Right, let's see what we got here then, my lovely dragon people. We're going to stop it after 1, 2, 3. 1 from the bottom, 1 from the middle, 1 from the top. Ah, black, white, black. Okay. Let's see what we've got here then. Bit of a negative start, but we're in a good place right now. Moving on to a bit of a black negative there, but let's get to that in a second. We've got the rooster here, a black rooster. Now, the rooster and the dragon is a funny one, because they are kind of compatible. And I think right now you may feel like you're out of your depth a little bit. This is not your area of expertise, and I think potentially you could be lacking a little bit of enthusiasm here, because you're not entirely sure, or at least you haven't been entirely sure about what's going on. You haven't been very sure about how to take things. A bit of confusion. I think we've got a bit of a confusion here, and a bit of a lack of enthusiasm for things to come, because you're just not sure of what is happening right now. You're a bit out of your depth, as I say. I feel you're on the verge of finding prosperity, or you're on the verge of finding this successful happiness, but there is something stopping you. There's something in the way. There's something that isn't allowing you to connect or have that lasting sort of bond or relationship, or something that you are approaching is inaccessible to you, because there is a hurdle or something that you have to overcome. And as you approach it, I think you've realized that it's probably a lot bigger than you anticipated. But you came into this with that expectation. You shouldn't have had those expectations. And I think your expectations here have been your downfall. And I think potentially you just need to give that ego a little bit of a check. And I think maybe that ego has been put in check this week. And it's been hard for you to kind of bounce back from that, because you've had to admit it. You've had to say, okay, yeah, I have to accept that. That is how it is. And it has been rather almost offensive, but you're a dragon, so you're pretty thick-skinned. I mean, you're one of the brashest of them all. You know, you're very kind of easy to take it and give it respectively. So I think you're going to be okay with it. It's just it's taking you back a bit. It's taking you back a bit, and now you kind of got to shake that off, because you've had something that's been undiluted. This criticism, this kind of need for acceptance almost, where it's gone, this is it, and you've had to go, is it? Oh, okay, actually, maybe it is. And that's taking you back a bit, because it's taking you out of your depths, because you're not entirely sure now what steps to move forward. You don't know which way to go now, because the dragon will fight for what they want, they'll fight for what they believe in, they'll fight for what they love, they will fight for what they're passionate about. But if they don't know where they're going, or they don't know what they're fighting for, then there is no fight to have. There is no fight. And I feel like you're looking for opposition when potentially there isn't any. Potentially the opposition is you. And potentially you've actually accepted this already, and you've come to terms with that already, and you've gone, okay, yep, the problem's me. I'll put my hands up to it. But you know what? I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it. I'm just going to be me. And if I'm going to be a dragon, then I'm going to be a dragon. And I may as well do it ruthlessly, unforgivingly, and without apology, completely. And that's just who I am. And I think as the year of the dragon comes in now, more and more dragons are going to start waking up. That fire is going to be relit as we start moving into this week. We're moving into this phase now of the pig here. the white pig, in fact. So this is really good because this is showing that you're being honest with yourself. This is showing that you're looking at things from a different perspective, or at least you're seeing things from other people's perspectives, and you're saying, okay, yep, that's me. I've done this. I've put myself here. I've accepted that. It's on me. Now, what you do next is now entirely up to you, because you have a choice. You can continue doing this and following this path, or you can step back and you can change direction, because eventually it's going to get to the point where you're at the point of no return. You would have crossed the last bridge and you won't be able to come back, you know? So you need to make sure that you are going in the right direction, or the direction that you feel is the right direction for you. And I feel you're being honest with yourself with this criticizing of yourself and saying, okay, yep, the problem's me. And this is good because it's allowing you to open up and see the path in front of you. And I think as you start to take that path, or you start to tread that path, take those first steps, there are going to be people around you that support you. There are going to be people that have your back. Of course, there are going to be people that are going to say, you know, this is wrong, or you're wrong, or you shouldn't be doing this, or, you know, think of this or think of that, consequences, blah, 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 blah. However, I think that just you being honest with yourself is enough to just set that intention of, you know what? I'm not completely bad. It could be worse, and that's what that white card is. It could be worse, you know. And I think that you've got that sincerity. I think that you have got that commitment. You're a dragon. You're a dragon, so you value commitment, and you value that passionate work ethic, and you value that working hard for what you want and fighting for what you believe in. You believe in that, and this is where you need to be kind of lenient with yourself. I think you need to be a little bit more kind of, I don't know, open to the idea that this is going to take a little bit longer than you anticipated. I think potentially you've realised that this fight will not be won by vanquishing enemies. This is one of patience. This is one of sitting back and relaxing a little bit and recovering for the next battle, you know? And that's what that pig is. It is a time to just say, do you know what? What will be, will be, and what it is what it is. And that's just the way it is. As we move into this negative card coming up next week, that's not good. That is a very unfortunate card to start the year of the dragon with, because that dog is the opposite of the dragon. It's a conflict sign right there. It's a conflict card for the dragon, and it's a negative dog. So what's gone wrong? What's happened here? Lack of communication is the biggest issue between dog and dragon. So potentially you're going to close up a little bit, withdraw. Maybe there is a fight that you just can't handle. Maybe this is something that you shouldn't be pursuing. Maybe this is something that you right now need to change direction. And if you don't, you're going to bite off more than you can chew. As I say, it'll get to the point where you have reached the point of no return. And I think that's what that dog is showing you. I think if you move forward right now, you're going to lead yourself into a place where you're not just looking at patience here. You're looking at painstaking patience. You're looking at, like, dragging it out in the worst possible way. Dragons need to be around like-minded people, and they need that supportive audience. They need people to lift them up and to believe in them and to push them and to encourage them. The dog is not going to be that. And it's a negative dog. So you're not getting that right now. You're not getting that. You had a bit of support, and you're feeling supported, but the support that you have can't help you with this. Friends can't help you with this. Family can't help you with this. People cannot help you with this. This is on you. You have to deal with this by yourself, on your own, and it's going to almost take an unrealistic approach, or feel like an unrealistic pursuit. I feel like, you know, it's going to feel like a dream. You're chasing a dream. And that potentially could be a bad thing if it is not backed up by something, you know, substantial, or something that is actual factual. You know, you can't chase a dream. You need to be realistic. You need to be logical. You need to think to yourself, is this actually going to work? Is this actually going to be something that's going to benefit me in the long term? Is this something that is going to resolve the problems or the issues that I've been carrying around since last week with this rooster card? And that's what you need to question yourself right now. You are questioning yourself, which is good. and you're coming to conclusions, which is good. It's just I feel that potentially the dog card coming in there is really going to mix things up for you, and I feel it's going to be kind of like an emotional thing, because the dog is part of the triangle where morals and principles and equality, they all really matter. And I feel that you being selfish, or you being, taking yourself away for some R&R, you being patient and sitting there before you decide to take a direction or choose a path, I feel that dog is watching you, and that dog is making sure that you do this properly, and that you are going to do it by the book. Because if you don't, you are going to fall. And you're going to fall hard, because a dog will rip a dragon's wings off. Of course, you're a dragon, so you think that, you're the best of the best of the best, and, nobody can touch this. You're untouchable. You are godlike, and you are superior, far more so than everybody else. We get it. Strong, powerful, fast, intelligent, yes. But you're also very impulsive. And you're not that intelligent that you can outwit certain signs, and you're not going to be able to outwit that dog. You're not going to be able to cheat through this. There's no shortcuts. That's what this is saying. There are no shortcuts here. Get ready for a long bloody war. And that's what this is. It's a war. It's not a fight, it's a war. So it's going to be battle after battle after battle after battle. So I hope you've got the resources. I hope you've got the patience. I hope you've got the determination and persistence to see this through. Because if you don't, be honest with yourself now. You have to be honest with yourself. If you don't think you can do this, don't waste everybody's time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste any more time. Burn the bridge, move on from it. But we'll see. We'll see how this turns out next week, when we return for another dragon reading, Wednesday morning, in the Year of the Dragon, next week. If you haven't already, please guys hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and give us a like. I will see you later on this afternoon with a reading for our beautiful, majestic snake people. If not, thank you for watching, and I'll see you dragons next Wednesday. I hope you guys have a fantastic day.